the measure of angle 11 at 67 degrees. What's the measure of angle 3? Well, 11 and 3 are corresponding angles, same side of the transversal, same position. So they're congruent, so the measure of angle 3 is also 67 degrees, and the measure of angle 14 is also 67 degrees, because, again, 11 and 14 are alternate interior angles, so they too are congruent. Here, the measure of angle 2 is 104 degrees. So what is the relationship between angle 2 and angle 10? They are, again, corresponding angles, southwest part of the intersection, southwest part of the intersection. So 2 and 10 are congruent. If 2 is 104 degrees, 10 is also 104 degrees. And the measure of angle 7 is also 104 degrees, because 2 and 7 are alternate interior angles, which makes them congruent as well. On to problem 22. For problems 22, 23, and 24, classify each triangle by angles. Well, if this is 43 and this is 37, those together add to 80, so angle X has to be 100 degrees. That would make the first triangle an obtuse triangle. The second triangle is a right triangle. It cannot be equiangular, it cannot be obtuse, and it cannot be acute. It has to be a right triangle because they gave us the right angle symbol. Here, acute, obtuse, scalene, or isosceles can't be isosceles. All angles are different. It is an acute triangle. All three angles are acute angles. Scalene refers to the sides. True or false? A triangle can have sides of 10, 11, and 12. How do we test? The sum of each two sides has to be bigger than the third side. 10 and 11 is bigger than 12. 11 and 12 is bigger than 10. 12 and 10 is bigger than 11. True. We can have that be there. True or false? A triangle can have sides of 4, 8, and 12. That is false, and here's why. If one side is 12, and one side is 4, and one side is 8, you don't have a triangle, you have a line segment. For 6 and 7, they give us the lengths of two sides. Determine a possible length for the third side. Well, the third side has to be smaller than 45 feet. Side 3 has to be smaller than 45 feet. And it has to be bigger than 5 feet. Why? Because otherwise, if it's not bigger than 5 feet, the three sides won't even touch. So, what answer is smaller than 45 and bigger than 5? Has to be bigger than 5, has to be smaller than 45. If it's bigger than 5, it has to be bigger than 4. So there is our answer for this one. Now for 28, again, our third side has to be bigger than the difference. So it has to be bigger than 5 meters, and it has to be smaller than 19 meters. Otherwise, the sides either won't touch or they'll make a straight line. So what is between 5 and 19? 5 is too small, 19 is too big, 21 is too big, so our answer is 10.